Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back. We're once again playing some more of the AI influence Realm of Thrones mod, and we're going to be continuing on a campaign we did last time, where we were trying to get everybody to declare war on the Greyjoys. I would say so far it's going pretty well. How's it going, everybody? I'd say so far it's going pretty well. We've got the Crownlands, we've got the Lannisters to go to war with them. No, the Lannisters are basically trying to defuse the situation. We have Stannis at war with them, but they are also getting sick and tired of them as well. So it's going to be pretty funny, I think. Yeah, hopefully basically the goal is to get everybody to declare war on them. I will probably be doing a little bit more of gameplay today. Like, I'll try and like progress the character a bit more. We're gonna turn this into a series. I don't know. We'll see. Views were pretty good last time, so I was happy with how many people tuned in and watched, and people seemed to be enjoying it. There was a lot of talking in the chat, and that's really how I kind of navigate if people are enjoying something. It's just like how interactive people are being in the chat. If everybody's yapping away, but it doesn't really matter if we don't have as many viewers, because people who are watching it are interacting with the content. So you know, as long as people are enjoying it, viewers are okay, and yeah, people are talking and stuff in the chat and having fun with it, then yeah, we might do a few more. We'll see how far we're getting this one, basically. I'm also as well going to start streaming a bit earlier. Yeah, I'm going to be starting to stream a bit earlier from now on as well. Did I loaded up the wrong thing? What the hell am I doing? What did I? Yeah, that was default, right? On Realm of Thrones. Yeah, I was an idiot. Yeah, we're going to be streaming a bit more. A bit earlier than regular. Normally I stream from like an hour from now. I'm gonna probably try and get my streams to start an hour before I did today, mainly because my wife is currently pregnant. That's the first time I've mentioned that on the stream, and when the baby is born, I'm going to have to obviously just stream a bit stream a bit earlier with it. So, you know, just in the day and stuff, it'll make sense, so I can obviously help out more in the evenings. Yeah. Yeah, it was actually the first time I've mentioned that on stream. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Hey, I appreciate it. I appreciate all the kind words. Yeah, so that's pretty exciting, obviously. But yeah, because of that, as a result, I'm going to try and start the streams around 12 p.m. GMT BST from now on, just so I can kind of get you know, get my work done more in the day, obviously, so I can help out more in the evening. Let's end that task. Some reason Bannerlord does this where it just doesn't like load up. It loaded up and then it just doesn't for a bit. Don't know if it's something to do with Novus launch, or there we go. Stayed up now. Yeah, no, I appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Yeah, so very exciting / scary times, but that's a little bit of OG information for those of you who are here early on in the stream. Is War Sales worth it? I think it very much I think my review stands up. I think it's a really good addition to the game. However, I think it doesn't like overhaul the game in any sense. You're still going to be doing the same old Bannerlord stuff. Like, you'll still find yourself sieging constantly, and like, but it doesn't really fix any of the issues that Bannerlord had. But it's a nice addition to the game to give you more stuff to do, and the Norse are fun to play with. So it's hard to say whether or not it's worth it. Hey, I appreciate it, Dan. Thank you so much, man. Hope you're doing well as always, dude. I appreciate the 35 months, dude. Thank you. It'll take a little while just to load up the first time because it's going to have to redo all the shaders. I've obviously been playing Lord of the Rings mods for a bit, so I had to go back to 1.12 because that mod is not updated for 1.3 yet. But all good. But yeah, it should be all fine. But yeah, really appreciate the 35 months, Stam, as always, dude. And yeah, hope you're doing good. Still need mod tools for it. Yeah, the War Sales mod tools are, yeah, non-existent, unfortunately. How's it going, Freezer, as well? Freezing, I should say. I'm doing good. Thank you. You just started the job induction today. Oh, hell yeah, man. Hopefully it went well. Hopefully it went well, and good luck. It's good to hear. Can the AI give you a thief by any chance? I tried to get Tywin to give me Castle Rock and I lost relationship with him. No. So there's a set amount of things that you can kind of convince the AI to do. But like which actually interacts with it. I would say the majority of the things that you can do with AI influence are like you kind of have to realize where the limit is. It's kind of basically like you've got like a projector curtain in front of it and you're kind of like role playing with yourself in a sense. But yeah, let me quickly grab the AI influence mod as well. And I'll tell you what exactly the AI can do. Hopefully in the future it will get better at like giving you more interaction with the game, because I think that's like one of the coolest things is when like you do something and it has like a real world consequence in game. AI influence. Oh, no, nice. Oh, it's actually got an update as well, which I don't have, but it's fine, whatever. It's fine for this. Yeah, so these are like the AI actions that actually you can get the AI to do. So you can get them to follow you, go to a certain settlement, return to a player, create a party, attack a party, siege a settlement, patrol a settlement, wait near a settlement, and raid a village. So for example, you could be like, oh, I've seen that the Greyjoys are holding up in Greywater Watch. You need to assemble an army to go and do it. And if obviously you can convince them to go and do it, they'll then obviously assemble an army and go to that settlement. There are some other things like being able to apply debuffs and a few stat things as well. But yeah, hopefully they can expand this list to get the AI to get basically get the conversations to have more in-game meaning. Would be really cool. Because it is super cool. Whenever like being like, oh my god, that's so nice. Like it's like when you do get that, it's really dope. Is the mod scene with War Sales being updated a lot? I'm worried about buying it and just reverting back to old patches over and over again. Yeah, so to clarify, the War Sales doesn't actually... War Sales is just a module for the game. So if you buy War Sales, you don't have to worry about like it affecting your vanilla-based game. Like whilst it's loading, again, keep in mind I had to redo it. So yeah, literally, if you didn't want to use War Sales, you would just have to take this naval DLC thing off of your load order, and then it wouldn't have War Sales loaded in. And that's it. So that shouldn't really be an issue for you. Some mods, like most mods, are. If they're not updating for War Sales, they're updating for 1.3, which is the latest patch of Bannerlord. Some mods are obviously in the process of it, but a lot of mods already have. I know that it's quite a big transition for them to go from 1.2 to 1.3. I know the Old Realms mod have made the transition, even though it was very annoying. The Lord of the Rings mod, Tales of the Age of Men are making said transition, but they're transition, but they're also remaking their entire campaign map with that. What else? I know Realms Forgotten have already made the transition, but I think they're waiting for their new map to be done as well, which Lemmy's been working on. I know, as I said, the Old Realms have. Is this Bannerlord version compatible with War Sails? Yeah, so this one is. Obviously Realm of Thrones has as well. So yeah, so it's not necessarily like, oh, I've got War Sails, now no mods work. It's like, do you want to have War Sails on? Some mods are compatible with the War Sails DLC, others aren't, but they're still on the same patch, if that makes sense. Yo, Black Wolf, how you been, man? How you been? I feel like it's been forever since you've been able to make a stream. Hope you're doing well, dude. Hope you're doing well. We could have really have done with some Castorot teleportation in the last D&D session. But yeah, welcome everybody. Yeah, so I'll let just a couple of people filter in as the game loads up and stuff, and then we'll get started. I need to obviously load the map in as well. Charles Ashford, I can do that. I was thinking as well, what we could maybe try and do is we could try and maybe become Duncan. Look at the water, it's beautiful. We could try and become Duncan with the TV show and try and get knighted. Load everything up. Have you played Chivalry 2? No, I actually never did. Never did play it. Never played Chivalry 2, unfortunately. Thoughts on Knights of the Seven Kingdoms show? I haven't actually watched it, but I've heard really good things. I've seen like clips on TikTok and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I hear really positive things about it. I think one of the reasons why as well is because it's such a zoomed in TV show as well. Whereas like obviously like Game of Thrones or House of the Dragon, you're literally on like what, like, you know, like 8-9 POV characters across the board. Whereas Knights of the Seven, you're just following Dunk and that's it. And I think that's what people really have. I think that's why people enjoy it a lot more, is because you are just following like basically Duncan and Egg, obviously. And I think that's like what people much prefer. Like I think it's easier to watch and it's easier to have the quality poured into them rather than trying to have you know, mediocre quality across, you know, 20 characters. You're just focusing it all on one. And I think that's probably why that show is doing so well. And it also, I think as well, one last thing, I think as well, with shows like House of the Dragon and then inevitably Game of Thrones as well in the later seasons, when you are covering so much with the characters, you kind of have to... I think what happened with those shows is they started just forgetting about logic or ignoring logic, you know, about what characters would do or like do it, because it was just easier filming wise to make that happen, to be like, oh yeah, this happened because we can't really afford this, like to film this scene, you know. They basically cut corners because there are so many characters, whereas if there are just two basically one main character, you don't have to cut corners because you are watching everything they do, if that makes sense. At least that's my opinion. Yeah, I mean, I stopped watching House of the Dragon as well after, like, I got halfway through the first season. I was like, it's cool, but eh. Will there be any more footage of the Kingdom of Arnor events? It was really fun playing the enemy cavalry, great watching opposing POVs. Nice, yeah, hopefully. I think I'm planning on coming to this Thursday's events. But yeah, I mean, your guys' cavalry, deadly. Punished us every time. Especially when I played cavalry the first time as well. You guys were really, really good. But yeah, probably going to try and record this Thursday's event. I'll see, though. Yeah. Oh, nice, Black Wolf. That's really good. Hell yeah, man. Hope it's yeah, hope everything's going well. Oh, we're going to the moon, boys. This is a 1.3 bug. Let me back. Let me back. Let me back. Oh my god. How do I do? There you go. How do I zoom back in? I forgot how I did it. There we go. All right, cool. Okay, so a little summary about what happened last time. So We started off in King's Landing. We spoke to a weaver who then sent us off to was it Hull? Yeah, sent us off to Hull to basically find a box from Dornish dyes. Unfortunately, the person was nowhere to be seen in Hull, and we had to talk to a very annoying lady, bloody Betty, I think she was called, who took all my money and then ran away. An absolute dickhead. We then left there, and we told the weaver that again there were more Greyjoy or Kraken sails sighted in the bay right here, and they were harassing. We also managed to clear a bandit camp and actually save the person we were looking for, which was really cool. And then we again had more reports of Kraken ships being seen. This then escalated to Stannis Baratheon basically denouncing the Kraken raids from the Iron Islands, and Stannis declared war on the Iron Islands. They then had a bit of back and forth. Dragonstone got hit by a massive prosperity debuff right here, which was really brutal. Joffrey Baratheon came in to try and keep the peace, but again, the Iron Islands then demanded tribute from House Baratheon of King's Landing. Joffrey told them to go suck it. Now Lysa Arryn is now getting involved with the Vale. They demand tribute from the Iron Islands from the raids that are going on, and basically the Iron Islands are telling everybody to go suck it. Which is funny, and they're continuing to raid everything. We also made a good friend as well with one of the Kingsguard. I can't remember who it was. Is he still at Hard Zone? There's Cersei. No, it's not right. Yeah, no. I don't know who the Kingsguard member was. I can't remember. Is he? Yeah, Boris Blount. We made good friend, even though he doesn't like me. But Boris Blount, we had a bit of conversation with. He basically gave me some missions to scout the surrounding areas and stuff like that. Great, my bloody drink is leaking. That it? Is it just right? I think it's just like the water in the. There we go. That's fine. Whatever. Yeah, PCs are super expensive because of literally the mod we are using right now. Because of AI, Black Wolf. RAM sticks are now like $600. I remember buying mine for like $100. But it's all because of AI. How's it going, Skull Crusher? Oh, Cruiser, sorry. Welcome. Can you be the Lord of Hull? Maybe if I could, I would. Unfortunately, Mumford Valerion is still in command of it. If we can maybe conquer it ourselves, we'll give it a go. But yeah, so I think what we'll do is we'll try and like level up a little bit. But yeah, I don't know if you guys have any good suggestions on things we should try and accomplish with the AI stuff. Let me know. But yeah, I'm also going to try and like at least get to clan rank 1.
Infantry!
Don't exactly have good gear either. But yeah, we're going to at least try and get ourselves a little bit ranked up in this campaign. A few better stats and a few other things. Maybe some more stealth missions would be a good idea, because that's a great way of leveling up your 1- and 2-handed skills. We're going to try and wrap around here, kill some of the archers. Okay, the infantry are doing a fine job. Yeah, so we can obviously take part in the bigger battles. So the one thing as well I don't have on right now is I don't currently have the Realm of Thrones events on. I found the best thing to do with the AI mod is to talk to every lord and lady, because it develops a reputation for your character that other NPCs reference. Yeah, that's a really good suggestion. We might try to. I think I might start going to tournaments and talking to lords and ladies there. I think it would be a good idea. Again, keep in mind that some of the load times are going to be a bit long because I've switched versions back and forth, so just kind of keep that in mind. Oh, we go. Oh, should we just go like full hedge knights? We could literally go full hedge knights and just roam around. I kind of like that idea. An army of hedge knights. Even though it doesn't like, isn't like a hedge knight someone who just roams around by themselves, basically. So it kind of defeats the purpose, but hey. So I am dripping so much of this drink. Is it just take the lid off? Yeah, it's all this. I'm getting like stuck up here. Alright, cool. Yeah, so maybe we do that. Because it'll just be the castle boys. It'll just be these guys. And I imagine that'll be mainly as the soldiers around here. Yeah, because they're all gold cloaks. So I think it'll be the people from like Rosby and other lands. Try to incite rebellion with lords and you as its leader and proclaim yourself the king of whatever. That would be pretty funny. We are currently doing it. We are currently inciting rebellions with the Greyjoys. My question is, can I incite, for those of you who have played this, could I incite rebellions inside of factions and then force them to split across, or is that not something that would be possible? Yeah, so these are the soldiers I want. These are the soldiers I want. So yeah, I will be looking for tournaments, I think. Yeah, you can cause internal flexure and clans get kicked out. Really cool. Okay, nice. Yeah, because I think that's like half the thing as well. Is like figuring out like what is possible and what isn't possible, you know? Are we faster than... Yeah, we're fast. Ooh, same speed! What was I doing? I was not paying attention. And the other way we go. To be fair, though, I could try and clear out this hideout. Because this is such a good way of... Wait, I don't want to assault. Do I want to assault? I guess maybe I do. Yes, there are archers right now. I want to sneak in. We can probably assault. Right, how many soldiers do they have? Yeah, probably not enough. Let's go. Yeah, I need to come up with some cool video. Oh god, what the? Whoa, that was a bit fast. I need to come up with some cool video ideas that I can actually do. But like, yeah, I feel like it's gonna be a really like structured thing, because it's like these ideas take a long time. So I think realistically I need to get a bit ahead of my videos so then I can spend a bit of time working on these, you know. Maybe what a cool video would be is maybe I could try and convince Rob, like, if that's the case, actually, if that's the case, I think a really cool idea would be to maybe try and convince Rob and the Riverlanders that the Freys are gonna betray them. That could be a fun video. Is convincing them that the Freys are gonna betray them and then getting the Freys kicked out of the Riverlands when everybody declares war on them. Get 'em, boys. This just goes to show numbers are everything inside of Bannerlord. Yeah, maybe that's the video I'll work on next. That would be a cool video. I mean, I already have tomorrow's video done. So... I mean, ideally, it would be really cool to try and maybe cut this, like, these streams down of, like, getting everybody, like, the Greyjoy Rebellion into a video as well. But it's always like a balancing act of, like, making content that's fun and, like, making good content. And then, like, if it only gets 5,000 views, then it's probably not worth spending, like, 4 days making that video, you know? It's always like a balancing act of like, I want to be creative and make something cool to vice versa. Yeah, I mean, this guy we'll duel this guy. Oh, he can actually be a little bit more difficult as well. Nah, he's fine. Have I not turned off the difficult? Let's double check the difficulty quickly as well. I'm not sure if I've turned it down or up. Because I remember last time we were just talking, so we didn't really get to see much of it. We've got some gold cloaks now, which I don't mind. Yeah, much better armor. That bow would also be pretty decent as well. Maybe we'll have some arrows, and maybe we'll end up using a bow. Okay, so now we've cleared this hideout. And it's, yeah, around here. So let's maybe try find one of the Fellwoods. Or one of the Fells. And tell them that we've cleared out a hideout. Oh my god. We can probably fight this one, right? I mean, it's archers, though. Yeah, that's 27 of them as well. Yikes, I didn't realize there was 27 of them. Yeah, I don't really know what the game thinks we're capable of doing here. We can obviously hide. I mean, we've got some shields, I guess, but surely they're just gonna kill us. We can like, we can wait like here. I guess they're pretty rubbish. Get ready, boys. Hold. All right, cool. I take everything back. Apparently, we are more than capable. So now we want to pull back here. Let the archers start to shift up. There's only 11 of them. Yeah, and then now we charge. Shields up. Close the distance, boys. Basically, you want to stop them from shooting their bows. I don't mind if they're shooting me. Nice. Okay, I take back everything I said. Apparently the boys are more than adequate. I was like, that's GG. But yeah, these guys are lightly armored. Do you think it's like a... Do you think it's like a cult thing that none of them have hair? Can I become a mercenary for a faction? Can I become a mercenary, Joseph? Can you become a mercenary for a faction even if you're not clan rank 1? Or do you still have to meet the requirements to do it? Nice, we got some of our first hedge knights. Beautiful. The AI diplomacy costs money? I don't think so. Some pretty good soldiers as well. I think you still need to be... So you still have to, like, meet the requirements, which I think is fair. We'll probably pay this guy to go away. It's 300 gold, but we'll be super rich. Why are there so many bandits everywhere? I've cleared the goddamn hideout. Leave me alone. Oh my god, that is expensive. This guy has so much gear. Harwood fell. Why am I so slow as well? There
if
we
you
go.
please, stop.
Hello, sir. My name is... I can't remember what I've called myself. Finn something. I can't remember. Not Finn Lockwood. I can't remember what we called ourselves. What do you mean? Like, I understand what you mean by like you can't officially, so the game won't recognize you as a mercenary, but they'll treat you like one. But are you like you're still not at war with the factions that they're at war with, or like how does that work? I have just cleared a bandit hideout south of Castle. What's this? I assume. What is this castle called? I've forgotten. I wish I like had a map. I need to get my notes back up. Castle fell. Dispatched 30 more bandits along the road. I also need to get better at hello, sir. My name is Finn. And then like bows with respect. Alright, see you later, Freeze. Good luck back on the site. Go smash down some of that drywall. Or unless you're putting it up. Either one. Oh, also as well, I have quite a bit of battery saved up. What the developer of Player 2 actually gave me a patron rank, which was nice of him. Should I up my the model I'm using? Because I have quite a bit of battery saved up. Should I opt up to like Gemini maybe? Or maybe Gemini's a bit much. Maybe GPT? Well met, Finn. Your bow is noted. Clearing bandits from the approach to Fellwood is a service to the lands and its people. The roads have been... Oh, nice, actually gained some respect as well. That's kind of cool. The roads have been restless of late. I am Hardwood Fell, lord of these holdings. What brings you to the Crownlands? And do you seek something for your efforts? Tell him he owes me 10,000 gold? We could and see what happens. I think we would get pretty messed up. All right. What should we say? I feel like I don't want to like straight away be like, oh, I want to try and start a war. But I feel like we should Nah, I don't think I want to join the Fellwoods. I don't want to join Stannis, I don't think. I am a simple roaming knight. Even though I'm not even a knight. Should I ask him to knight me? I was just about to say. Yeah, I was just about to do that, TK, in so many words. Should I try and marry him? Nice on Panther. What should I say? Hans letter. I found this among their leaders' belongings. It seems a rival lord has been paying bandits to attack the King's Road. I thought this might be of some use to you. However, for me, I am also as well, sorry, if anybody knows as well, if I do change the back end model I'm using, does it still keep all the information and stuff, right? Like if I change to Gemini, it's still gonna keep everything that I'm doing? It's just gonna be or not. So I don't want to switch to say Gemini or something. If anybody's using Player 2 to do it, that is. You just always use the default model. I mean, like I have the energy, right? You can also add it text to speech as well. Does anyone know how I get the text to speech to work as well? Because that could be kind of funny to get working. Because you can also have voice recognition as well. Which again is pretty crazy. However, for me, I am a simple man. My village was burnt down from the Greyjoys' raids, and now I look to protect the weak. Anything you can give me to aid me in this would be greatly appreciated. Oh my god, my keyboard is... I need to get a new keyboard. Honestly, like half the keys are broken and just make no sense. He gave me 500 denars and 10 grain. Hey, we'll send you letters. Also gain some charm experience. I like how you gain charm experience as well. I take the letter with a gloved hand, unfold it slowly. My eyes scan the script. My jaw tightens as I process the implicity of the Lord stopping to common thieves. If this is true, it is a debt of blood that will be settled. You have done more than clear a road, Finn. You have brought a light to a dark corner. As for the Greyjoys, I know the sting of loss. The Ironborn are a plague, because they are also currently at war with the Greyjoys because of me. Take this coin for your steel and enough grain to keep your men bellies full. The weak need more than just swords. They need men who do not starve. My lord, I accept your offer. My lord, thank you for your kind gift. I am on a journey to become a knight of these lands. What would none of his lands? I don't know what to say. Like, could you help me? Could you give me a quest to help me fulfill this? As a knight yourself, what should I be doing? Achieve such a task. Yeah, we could maybe try and make him our squire, like become his squire, but also this is just Lord Harwood Fell, you know? God damn, the Gemini model is so much faster. Holy crap, that is crazy. It's only double as well, and it is so much faster. I look at you for a long moment, the wind from the Kingswood tugging at my cloak. I pause, weighing the truth of the path you seek. Knighthood is not a prize to be won, like a tawny purse, Finn. It is a burden of the soul. By the storm many wear the spurs who have no right to them. To be a true knight, you must find a lord whose cause is just and bind your steel to his word. Prowess in battle is exceptional, but it is steadiness of your oath when the hearth fires grows cold that truly earns the title. Seek out the great trials, protect the small folk where others flee, and serve with a loyalty that does not waver. When the coin runs thin, only then will a lord see fit to tap your shoulder. Awesome. Then I shall set out on this quest, my lord. If you have any tasks of me, please speak, or I shall beg my leave. Hey, how's it going, Matthew? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, gaslighting the NPCs. But to be fair, they also gaslighted me. Speaking of Black Wolf, you being in chat, one of the people we were talking to, oh my god, it was like talking to Castorot. No joke. I got very riled. It was hilarious. I just, blah, 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 to keep your own road, keep the small folk watching the path towards the bridge. If you find trouble cannot handle, find me at Fellwood, go with the 7. Yeah, sounds good, my guy. We have to wait for it to close because it's the end of the conversation. He's ending, so it ends automatically. Can you tell me what's happening? So we're using an AI mod that basically allows you to talk to lords and basically generate your own story. And like the stuff you say would like have an in-world effect. Like we basically spoke to lords and told them that we saw ships with krakens on them raiding villages, and that basically then developed into Greyjoys raiding King's Landing and the bay around it. Stannis declared war on the Greyjoys, and like a whole wealth of other things like erupted from it. It was like super cool. I think we do need a couple more men. I want to make my way to Storm's End if I can. Oh, don't worry, Black Wolf. We're still doing that. Don't worry. It wasn't just you. We are still very much doing that in every episode. Cool. So we have a bunch of stuff to sell. So let's make some money as well. Try and maybe buy ourselves some good steel. I don't have tons of cash and I kind of still need money, but I wouldn't mind like a better weapon. Yeah, it's like AI chatting, but it affects games, and like people have made like notepads and stuff to make it so it actually like affects in game and stuff, and they have personalities and stuff. Should we just get ourselves like a big old two-handed axe, maybe? Let's maybe just get a big old two-handed axe. Get some two-handed skill up. We have food as well. Oh, yeah, we can sell the spice. We have some grain. Trash items can just go. Some salt as well, yeah. Okay, let's go back and get some more hedge knights as well, I think. Oh, there's Renly Baratheon as well. Very nice. All right, cool. Let's head back to the Crownlands then. If we can make it without dying. Oh, Renly's getting involved now. No, sorry, not Renly. How? This was 4 days ago. This was just... Oh, there's been another event as well. So, a day ago, Stannis Baratheon... Stannis Baratheon Balon Greyjoy to Stannis Baratheon said, to Stannis Baratheon, you speak of the law and steal from your damp rock, yet your ships are nowhere to be found. True. While we reap the bounty of the narrow sea, if you truly wish to protect these waters, you will pay for the privilege. The Iron Island demands 15,000 gold per month for the next 84 days. Pay the price of your weakness or continue to watch your coast hold bleed while we take what is rightfully ours and rightfully of the Kraken. Stannis then replied, to Balon Greyjoy, I do not pay for the security of my own seas, nor do I bargain with those who live by theft. You demand 500 gold a day for 84 days, you shall have nothing. But for the justice you have earned, a king does not pay tribute to a pirate. My fleet gathers a dragonstone, and when we meet, you will find the only iron price I recognize is the weight of a headsman's axe you demand is rejected. Oh my god, that is awesome. And they demand it. And again, keep in mind, we've started all of this. I might try and go find Stannis and convince him to like actually, because you can convince the AI to go and attack certain settlements, so I might ask him if he needs like my help to hunt something down. I don't know, like we can definitely do some stuff. I can also definitely take on these guys. I might try and get like Stannis to actually launch an invasion inside of the Iron Islands. Would be so cool. And also, I think Joffrey has just replied as well. Yeah, down there, you can see in the bottom left. We'll take a look at that. We got some hedge knights as well in our army, which is cool. Let's go. Obviously, use the rocks as protection. And I might go hunting a few of these archers. There's a few of them. Hedge Knight should finish him off now. Oh my god, they do so much more damage. We did go down, but it's fine. Easy enough. Some more loot to be sold. Yeah, we need to basically go off and recruit some more. I found that I really like Cruel Lords. They treat you like crap until you earn their respect. Yeah, that is cool. Yeah, we're just going to have to pay these guys to go away. Okay, let's go back here. Let's go back to the Crownlands. Oh, yeah, we'll also see what Joffrey had to say. Yeah, Joffrey Baratheon talks on the matter. To the Kraken of Pike, you dare demand gold from the Iron Throne? My grandfather, Tywin Lannister, pays his debts in steel, and I have plenty of it for many... Oh, sorry, for Mangy Crews. For Mangy Crews. To the traitor Stannis Baratheon, your justice is as dry as your rock. While you and the sea thief slaughter one another, the true king sits in King's Landing, laughing at your insignificance. Any Ironborn ships that come within sight of Blackwater will be burnt, and its crew given the king's justice. We pay nothing. Well, I'm excited. Hopefully, they actually do something, you know? That is crazy cool. Oh, God. Okay, I'll probably want to stay away from Samir and Trent. Oh my God, here we go. More. They're just yapping at one another, aren't they? Look at them go. No one ever pays their tribute. Literally, everyone's refusing to. Okay, so the Ironborn ships with black sails and Kraken sigils have been sighted raiding mercenaries, I assume. And again, this does involve the Vale as well. The parley of insults concludes with a screeching of goals and the sharpening of blades. Stannis Baratheon has flatly rejected Balon Greyjoy's extortion, while Joffrey Baratheon's court in King's Landing treats the Ironborn demands as murderous contempt. The atmosphere has shifted from a diplomatic crisis to a grim foregone conclusion of violence. Venari Sea remains a graveyard in the making. Though the Kings has ceased speaking of war between the Kraken and the Stag has only just begun. The Vale remains aloof, watching from its heights as the coastal powers prepare for a season of blood and salt. So Dragonstone gets hit with not another massive negative debuff here as well. So -1 prosperity for 14 days, less food for 14 for 2 weeks basically, and less security. And income is -15 as well. Continued state of war and Ironborn naval blockade. So cool. So yeah, I mean, this is like the second time. And again, if we just jump over here as well, just to show you guys, if you hover over this, like, it is pretty bad. Like, they're out of food now because of this blockade. They're losing loyalty because of that. Their security is actually surprisingly still fine. Don't quite know why. The garrison, I guess, yeah, they probably have so many men. But yeah, prosperity of the settlement is getting ruined right there. And obviously the -15 income as well. That's, yeah, dope. Can we as well? Oh yeah, we also need to check the difficulty rating as well. Yeah, everything's unrealistic, so I don't know why we were taking no damage. Oh, this is why, yeah. It's so silly that they moved this here. Like, I have no idea why. Should we enable text-to-speech? How much energy do we have? It still says we have 5. Should we enable text-to-speech and see how it is or not? We'll give it a go, why not? Does that work? Yeah, connected. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. Because I know you can also get it so your mic also picks it up. So it could be really cool to have it. Because I'm dyslexic, so I am awful at actually like typing quickly. So let's go to the castle. One of the castles around Rosby for the Hedge Knights. Because these aren't the ones we want. We want the Hedge Knights. They'll be of Rosby. So yeah, we want like the nobles. Yeah, these are the guys we want, right? The noble sons. Yeah, we want the noble sons. There's 3 more Hedge Knights. I mean, I imagine as we make our way up to Maidenpool, that'll be... yeah, Riverland recruits, which we no longer want. Well, we could also upgrade the model as well, right? We have... like, we could upgrade the model, but it's quite a lot of joules per hour, right? Or per K. Yeah, player 2 has some really, really cool functions. We're just looking for some more of a Noble Sons. I tell you as well, what would be a good like little update to this mod as well is having like a little like number appear next to world events telling you there's a new one, because sometimes you might miss it. We have some stuff to sell as well whilst we're here. You know, like, obviously I can see that time, but still. Oh my god, there's some crazy stuff reading that. We need to get ourselves a companion as well. So one of the reasons why I think getting a companion is also really important is because you can then like use them to roleplay a lot as well. Speaking of though, we could get a few of these bandit units. They're pretty decent. Like, not awful. I just sell the rest. So what the hell happened? Oh god, no. Hard Zone has been hit as well now. So the Ironborn are going full. So the Ironborn longships have bypassed coastal defenses to raid the village of Hard Zone of Blackwater. Survivors brought a Kraken shield to Sir That's me! That's me! I did that. I brought a Kraken shield to Sir Boris Blount as proof of the assault. The bold strike. So this is now making global news. This was a little story me and Boris had like a little while ago. And now it's coming out. The bold strike within the Crownlands marks a significant escalation in the Ironborn struggles of the campaign against the mainland, directly challenging King Joffrey's authority on his own doorstep. And then trade stagnates along the Blackwater. So following the sightings of Ironborn sails near Rosby's and the raid of Hard Zone merchants, the artisans like Wallace the Weaver, that was our original boy who we did our first mission for, reports a sharp decline in trade. The fear of reavers has made the Blackwater rush treacherous, causing a shortage of dyes and fine goods in the market. And that's caused a big prosperity hit, income as well, as the Ironborn disrupt it. It'd be kind of cool if like these goods were now way more expensive, if they could like add like a tariff on them or something. I don't know, like make it so that if you have a bunch of fine goods and dyes, that it would be better. Should we go back and see what Wallace has to say? Should we go back and have a little word with Wallace? And see if he has anything to say on it, because he should now know that, like, because he's the one reporting it to Joffrey. It's gonna take a little while to load as well, just FYI, because of the because I'm loading King's Landing for the first time again due to switching versions. So just give it a second.
It's been a while.
It has indeed, my good man. Hello, old friend. It has been a while. A lot has happened since I brought you the Dornish dies. It seems the Greyjoy raids have only gotten worse Seems like the Greyjoy raids have only gotten worse, my friend, and are you in need of anything? Are you in need of any help? Let's see, and also we'll see what the text to speech is like. I stopped the rhythm of my loom up as I approached. So no text to speech there for some reason. Don't know if there's a button I need to click, maybe? Oh, it's going for the wrong headphone. That'll probably be it. We'll see if that works. But for now, you guys will just have my voice. Well met again, Traveller. You have a knack for appearing when they kept on. They kept on as well, talking in like the stupidest riddles ever. Just the threads have changed, of the threads of fate, because he's a weaver, and just kept on doing that last time. So well met again, Traveller. You have a knack for appearing when the threads of the world are most tangled. You speak truly. The Krakens have moved from the distant seas to our own Black Waters, Hard's own. It was raided but a few days ago, and the fear has choked the river's trade. My shelves have gone bare of the very dyes you once risked your life to fetch. If your hand is steady and your heart remains bold, there is indeed maybe a need for you. A man who does not fear the shadows of the water. What manner of help do you offer this time? I have assembled... no. I am happy to travel these lands to resupply your shelves. However, during this dangerous time, no. However, my fee would, of course, increase. I mean, last time he paid me 10 freaking stags, so I don't know if it's even worth doing this, but yeah, of course, increase due to the level of danger that we now face.
By the 7, you speak with the tongue of a man who knows the weight of his own life. A thicker thread requires a sturdier loom, and a dangerous road demands a heavier purse. I am a man of patterns, and I see the fairness in your request. The Krakens have made the waters churn with blood, and the roads are no longer the peaceful paths they once were. Tell me then, what is the price of your courage? I am in need of indigo from the reach and fine alums to set the colors. If you are to face the shadows for me, I must know what coin you require to keep your warriors fed and your steel sharp. I will not haggle over a man's life, but I must ensure the weave of our bargain does not break my own bank.
Okay, so what does he want? What does he require? We'll write this down. So, Wallace the Weaver asks for... What does he ask for? He asks for... indigo from the reach and fine alums to set the colors. I'm writing this down. That's what I'm saying. I think this mob really needs like a little notepad somewhere as well, so you can keep track of everything. For such a journey, I would require 1,000. My 0 is my key. We had to change all the RTS settings because I kept on typing them. I would require 1,000 golden stags. That would include the King's Road to the Reach has been littered with bandits. I cleared out a hideout not 2 days ago for Lord Fell. Let's see if he'll accept my price. I let out a low whistle. My eyes drift to the half-finished tapestry on the loom before returning to yours. Is he going to talk or not? Text-to-speech?
1,000 golden stags. By the 7, that is a heavy price for a few sacks of indigo and alum. You ask for a lord's ransom for a merchant's errand. Yet I hear the truth in your voice regarding the King's Road. The threads of safety have been fraying for moons, and the steel you carry is not for show. I am a man of fair patterns, but I do not cast my gold into the wind without a knot to hold it.
Oh my god.
I will agree to your 1,000, but not all at once. I shall give you 250 now to provision your men, and the remaining 750 when the indigo sits upon my floor. Does that weave a fair bargain in your eyes?
My
Tell me,
god.
traveler. If I am to trust 1,000 stags to your hand, should I not have a name to call you by?
You know my name. We spoke of it. Honestly, it's literally like that Flash episode. You reshuffled the deck. Honestly, it's hilarious, but also funny all at the same time. A fair deal. Well, of course, it seems you may have forgotten. I don't know if I actually ever told him. You may have forgot the name you once called me. My name is Finn, and I'm gonna be king of the pirates. So yeah, boom, he gave me 250. Wallace will now send you letters.
Finn. Yes, of course, forgive a weaver's wandering mind. I spend more time counting threads than remembering the faces of those who pass through the square. It is a good, sturdy name. Here is your advance, Finn. Use it to keep your men fed and your horses shod. The King's Road to the Reach is a long stretch, and the Reach itself is a garden that many seek to pick. I shall be here, keeping the loom moving as best I can without the indigo. I look forward to seeing your face again, and the colors you bring with you. Safe travels.
You didn't tell me where to go. For setting off, would you be so kind to provide me with a letter with your markings on? Hopefully he can give me like a letter or something so that I don't get laughed off.
A wise precaution, Finn. A man traveling with coin and a purpose is often questioned by guards and greedy toll keepers alike. By the 7, a bit of ink can sometimes be as sturdy as a shield. I have stated that you are my commissioned agent, traveling to the Reach for supplies essential to the Crown's weavers. It bears my seal, a simple loom and shuttle. May it smooth the snags in your journey. Here, keep it close.
Bows head and gives. No, I never got the box back. fucking woman. God, Betty. I would see Betty's head on a pike if I could. Oh. Nice.
Go with the 7, Finn. Keep your eyes on the horizon and your coin purse tucked deep. The Reach is a fair land, but even the prettiest rose has thorns, and the King's Road has far too many these days. I shall keep a candle lit for your safe return end for the indigo. May your journey be swifter than a shuttle's flight. I'll be here weaving until you return.
Okay, let's go. To the Reach we go. Also, King's Landing looking... Oh my god, look how beautiful fucking Steppe of Baelor is, man. This thing is insane. Look at that thing, man. Like, it's crazy. Look how good the outside of this looks. It's actually mental. The old dragon pit as well, RIP. It's crazy. Right, well, we have a small task to head off to the Reach. I guess we will go to Highgarden to fetch Finn his equipment. Also, ignore... Well, actually, what we could do as well is we are all zoomed up here. There we go. So I might try and grab some extra hedge knights as well before we go. If there are any here to be gotten. Yeah, the trade stagnates. Couple more of these noble sons. Okay, I assume everybody around Duskendal will be... Yeah, normal. There's not many. I guess there's not really many castles in the Crownlands. Because... Yeah. Harrenhal is obviously held by Clegane still because there's no event with the north coming down. Interesting. Well, let's head down then. Let's head our way down. Let's head our way down to a Reach and see the trouble we're going to get into. We're fine on food as well. I mean, technically this is the Reach, but I guess we will head to like Ashford maybe. Yeah, they actually have. So the event of... Sorry, let me show you. They made an event where where Roose Bolton conquers Harrenhal. There's like an event where he just basically teleports down here and besieges Harrenhal, like the siege of the Battle of Blackwater Bay and all the other events they've been implementing. And generally, unless the player interferes, Roose will take Harrenhal. And then that gives the North a stronghold down here. And in my previous messing around with the mod on stream, Rob took Harrenhal from the event, and when he proceeded to take the rest of the Crownlands, he took Rosby, he took Duskendale, and then he also then took King's Landing. So I don't know if it makes it too OP because now the entire Northern Army is down here, whilst and then he also came around and took, I think, the Stony Steppe and a few settlements over here. But yeah, then it puts like a lot of pressure on Tywin, because Tywin's already fighting the Riverlands and stuff. So, but then it also, because all the Northern armies were down here, it also meant that then the Greyjoys then started conquering everything. The Greyjoys then took Flint's Fingers, they took Greywater Watch, they took Moat Cailin, and I think they got all the way to Winterfell. I'm pretty sure they got all the way to Winterfell, and then Rob came back and dealt with them. But it was like actually like what happened in the in the history. It was super cool. Okay, do they have a weaver here? They have a brewer. Yeah, we'll talk to this lady. She's a clover. Let's visit her at Ashford.
Who are you, and what do you want?
Hello, my fine lady. I come with orders from Wallace. Is he called Wallace the Weaver? The Weaver. The Weaver of King's Landing. Hands Merchant Note. Can't remember what it was called. Does anyone remember what the note was actually called that he gave me? Maybe the AI will understand that. No. He has tasked me with collecting indigo dyes. Oh, dyes from the Reach. And fine animals. I was told you were the lady to speak to and collect it from. She is going to be an absolute dick. I can already tell that she is going to tell me to go away. Does she have any traits? Oh my god, yeah, she is a bellend. Cruel, cautious.
Wallace of King's Landing, is it? A long way for a scrap of paper to travel. You speak of orders, as if I were a kitchen wench, master. Whatever your name is, in the Reach we speak of trade, not commands. I have linen, certainly, the finest in Ashford, but indigo and alum are not plucked from the air. Tell me, does this Wallace expect me to fill your bags out of the kindness of my heart? Or did he provide you with the gold to match your ambitions?
My apologies, my lady. I meant no offense in the matter. Well, of course. He provided me the gold. He provided me the gold to pay. The gold to pay? How much? How much for your fine goods? Your fine indigo and hopefully it's like 20 gold.
Seven's blessings upon your coin, then. It is a rare thing to find a man who brings gold instead of excuses. However, indigo is as fickle as the summer rains, and alum is scarce this season. I have none in my current stores, and you'll find the market in Ashford just as dry. But look here, I have 28 bolts of the finest linen in the Reach, woven right here in my weavery. If Wallace truly knows his craft, he knows my linen is worth more than a handful of blue powder. How much of his gold are you authorized to part with for quality such as this?
Oh no! No! I don't want your fucking linen! I don't want it! I want my indigo and I want my goddamn arms! I think she might be. I mean, you can't hate the hustler. To be fair, you can't hate the player. you can't hate the player. Over the linen. No, I'll give her an extra. I'll give her extra money actually. So I basically said I will, you know, I'll give you 80 gold stacks for the information. Sorry, I'll give you 80 gold stacks for the linen because I think the NPC really undervalues it. And then some extra information. As well as 20 gold stacks for some information on where I can find some indigo and find elms in Breach. Hopefully she respects that.
"80 stags. 7 preserve my purse. You truly are a stranger to these lands. For 28 bolts of Ashford's finest. That wouldn't even cover the grease for the looms, let alone the weaver's toil. You'll pay 3,200, or you'll leave with empty hands and a bruised pride. As for your 20 coins, for information keep them. If you want indigo and alum, you'd best ride for Highgarden or the ports of Old Town. But don't expect them to be any more charitable with their prices than I am."
Oh, she's a tamed mistress, that is for sure. She is a feisty one, to say the least. Okay. I beg your pardon. How much? Unfortunately, Wallace did not provide me with the funds to make such a purchase. However, I will buy one for, let's say, 200 gold stags to show him the quality of your work in hopes he may send me back with more coin. I mean, she's not gonna be happy with how much. She did give me one, and I gave her money.
If Wallace is so poorly funded that he sends you out with a beggar's purse, then a sample is all he deserves. 200 gold stags for 1 bolt of Ashford's finest linen. It will be the best thing to ever cross his loom, I assure you. Lay the coin on the table, and you may take it. Perhaps when you return with a heavier purse, we can discuss a real shipment.
Okay. Okay, so let's write this down on our notes. So that is the clover. Gave us linen. Gave us linen to return. Okay, we've got it written down now. then we shall leave. But why would he want to buy linen? Surely he's a weaver as well. All right. She said to go to Highgarden. I think that makes sense. I just didn't want to make the journey to Highgarden, but alas. Off to Highgarden we go. Oh shit, we've literally started a world war. King Joffrey Baratheon's court is reportedly in a state of incandescent rage, while the Ironborn celebrate their audacity with salt and ale outcome following the formal declaration of war, which has not happened, right? Oh no, wait. We've had a few things actually. Okay, we've had a few things that have happened so far. So Joffrey Baratheon has replied, the Ironborn have forgotten their place, crawling like vermin onto the shores of the Blackwater to raid Hard's own. You bring a Kraken shield to my gates as a challenge. I shall bring fire and steel to your miserable rock. Consider this a formal declaration of war. I will not rest until every longship is splintered and your salt-stained lords learn to fear the Iron Throne. That's crazy. So then House Baratheon has declared war on them now. Then Balon replies, the House Baratheon of King's Landing, you speak of fire and steel, yet you cannot even protect your own doorstep from the reach of the Kraken. If you wish to save your remaining coastal villages from the torch, you will pay the iron price of coins, 2,000 gold per day for 84 days. We do not sow, Joffrey, but we are more than willing to harvest your gold. Oh my god, so cool. And then we have the reaction. So King Joffrey's Baratheon was in a state of incandescent rage while the Ironborn celebrated their audacity with salt and ale. Following the formal declaration of war from the Iron Throne, Balon Greyjoy has countered not with steel, but with demands for a massive tribute, essentially offering a cease to the harvest for the steep price in the gold. Atmosphere is tensioned in the Crownlands has reached a breaking point with the Ironborn activity besieging the crag and demanding tribute. The realm wants to see the boy king will pay for peace or double down on his promise of fire and blood. Have they actually sieged the crag? Oh my god, they're actually sieging the crag! They're actually sieging the crag! I have started a war. Oh my lord. That is crazy. Terence Kennings has an army here. Joffrey Baratheon is nowhere to be seen. Gregor Clegane and the crag is under siege. The banners rally. Oh, let's see how that does evolve. As I'm on my little mission here to get some wool for someone or some indigo. That is so crazy cool. That is epic. That is super dope. Oh, there is actually a dyer here. Oh, very nice. Oh, perfect. So I think what we do is we do this. We then maybe cheat our way to clan rank 1. And then we go be a mercenary for the Lannisters.
Well, good day to you. So...
Good day. Good day. My name is Finn. I have arrived from King's Landing. I've arrived from King's Landing on the orders of Wallace the Weaver. He has tasked me with collecting a shipment of indigo? What was it? It was indigo, right? Yeah, indigo. yeah, dies and fine arms from your what is he as well? Is he nice? Is he a nice person? I can't click it. God damn it. From your fine stores. Okay, got it. Thank you, Joseph. I appreciate all the help as well. I think that's like the biggest thing with using this mod is like understanding what's possible and then figuring out how to work together with the AI to get cool stuff happening, you know?
Good day to you, Master Finn. King's Landing is a long trek for a bit of pigment. I know Wallace, a man who understands the weight of a good bolt of cloth, though his coin is sometimes as slow as a winter's thaw.
True that.
You speak of indigo and alum, but you've come at a lean time. My vats are full, but my stores of the blue leaf are spent, and the alum mines haven't sent a cart in weeks. What I have is the finest Reach green and Tyrol gold. Unless Wallace sent you with more than just a name and a request.
He did indeed hand over note Wallace gave me. He also gave me 200 stags. Gave me the stags for the purchase. Able to. I hope you are able to find some. Yeah, how's it going, Emperor? Welcome. Yes. No.
By the gods, Wallace always did have the handwriting of a man in a hurry. But wait, this note is addressed to an Ellen in Hull, not to me. And it speaks of Dornish crimson, not indigo. 7 save us, Master Finn. Did you reach into the wrong pocket, or has the road confused your purpose? Highgarden is a long way from the narrow sea. Still, your commission seems in order. I can see you're an agent of the loom, but as I said, my vats of blue are dry. If it's indigo you truly need, you'll find none in these stores today.
Then do you know where I will be able to find some? I just want some indigo, you know? Is that too much to ask for?
Indigo is a fickle mistress, Master Finn, and she doesn't take root in our Reach soil. If it's truly the blue you're after, you'd best turn your horse toward Old Town. The ships from Tyrosh and Lies dock there with their bellies full of dyewoods and crushed leaf.
Got it.
As for the alum, by the gods, that's even rarer of late. The mines in the Stormlands have been choked by this madness of kings. And Dragonstone's supply is locked behind Stannis' iron fist.
Stannis.
You might try the markets in Lannistport if you've the gold to spare, but Old Town is your best bet for the lot. 7 save you on those roads. They're less safe than a vat of boiling mordant these days.
Oh, Lee's good old Abelar has been useful. He's probably the first AI we have spoken to who has actually just talked to me straight and helped me along my way. Thank you, kind sir, for the information. I will not forget it. Thank you, and I beg you farewell. Literally, the first AI to actually help me out.
Go with the Seven's grace then, Master Finn. If you do find that Tyroshi blue in Old Town, tell the merchants there that Abelard of Highgarden still knows the difference between true indigo and cheap woad. They'll treat you fairer for it. Safe travels on the Rose Road.
Okay, let's write that down.
Back. The realm is bleeding, and desperate men are like mordant. They'll eat right through you if you aren't careful. Farewell.
Cheap woad. Okay. We'll remember that down. We'll note down that he said that, and hopefully we'll get a better price for it. But it looks like we're traveling to Old Town, which makes sense, right? Because indigo is a rare, you know, it makes sense. It'd be rare. It would be rare and coming from, obviously, Tyros and stuff, so we are heading down. Man, that is so cool. But yeah, let's head our way down south then. All right, cool. We have Return of the Brewer, Alice the Factor. She's a merchant. Okay, good. And then there's 2 gang leaders. Jesus, that's a lot of money.
And what do we have here?
Oh, she's sassy. She's cruel and devious. Calculated, though. Hello, my good-looking lady. Maybe I need to lay on the charm. I have come from King's Landing on the orders of Wallace the King's Weaver. God, we have a lot to bring back to Wallace. Not only do we have the stuff about Denise's linen, which we need to give to him. Also, you know, obviously the stuff we're doing here as well. Like, we are just like, more stuff is coming from everything. So yeah, I've come from orders of that. And oh, did he take it? I am looking for indigo dye and fine animals. Abla of Highgarden said you were my best bet. I of course also bring coin to pay for such goods. All right, come on, please, just let it happen. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly, Clips, if that would work, but you can, like, in conversations, kill people. Like, I could say, pulls out knife and stabs her, and then all the guards would come and attack me.
Latterisa chea joini nolton. Asterini tatis inde your name. Yove chome alon way from te laquater for a bit of piment. Ibelar aloisti have a tonue for sending problemi wa. Wallace is known for his standards. But andio anfine ilumare not items. One simple capes in a rainsack. Home tis chommission yo speaco. If your roll this as heavias your price, perhaps we chantal pussines.
God, sorry, what the hell was that accent? Was she like, was it like a Japanese or Chinese accent? Or was it just like easily confused with like a Liverpudlian accent or something? Hands over. I really hope that Abelard did not take it from us, because that would really, like, he didn't give it back. Over commission given to me from Wallace. here. Here you should find everything in order. God, I don't know if you guys can understand anything she is saying, because I can't.
Arket Trutbe told. Tesial of Wallace is enuine no. At seems yo are yo time tobe. Asterin. However, a chon mission is merelia with written in. Te reality of te yachi is famores to born. Andio is a
Oh my god, she doesn't have any!
Tesiasas teare. Mi churrent letters are empty of it. Have fine linen and raw silk. Book for Indio and alone. Yo ve chome ata difficult ho. Tell me, did Wallace provide yo with
I just want some fucking pine hounds and indigo. Let's speak clearly. I would not want to undervalue your services, and if you would be so kind to tell me how much it would take to acquire these items, I would gladly pay. I would gladly pay. I am a man in a hurry. Don't know if that's gonna annoy her because I'm like yapping and stuff. Like she might get a bit annoyed.
Asteisa choslicharo. Asterin. Dobipas te usual wild. Huewes. And open te private. Vaults nearte. Ohisperin sound. Arehuire a finde. Sphere of 500 denars upfront. That is for mi time and mi silence. Not te odds themselves. Is for te materials. Durosi, and you will run yo no less than 400.
I'm literally getting mugged off, but maybe Thingy will give it back to me.
If you truly are in Arus,
God, I can't understand a word she is saying.
Yes.
A fair price. Please send the runners. Hand over coin. That's all I want is everyone keeps trying to bloody upsell me with these silks and stuff. I don't care. I just want the indigo dye and the fine alms. That's it. 5/7, a man who understands the times most precious. I sigh.
Yove both mi best runners. Asterin. Ohilewe white forward. From te private vaults. Consider teseto bolts of linen and te rausilka have here. Te are of te finest quality. And it would be a sameto leave.
Well, again, because player 2 doesn't like it's not reducing this. Like I'm a bit because this is like a free speech model right now. I could op it, but it does get quite expensive. I think on your battery. I think I'm at. I don't know what tier patron the guy who runs or does player 2 gave me. Maybe this one, I think, maybe. But also it does say that it does increase your battery capacity, and yet my battery capacity is at 1,000, so I don't really know what's up with that. I think for now I will wait for the die and fine. Was it alms? Alms, right? Alums. once they are on my pack mules, I would be happy to look at the rest of your fine wares. Yeah, what happens if you just go like an arrow flies from the darkness and penetrates Alyssa the Factor's throat? Did she say she had something to say or not? Did I miss it? Or is she still thinking? I know.
루덴체이스 아라레 빅두에이나 마니나 후리 아스테린 아케트루트베 덜 이티스 베텔토 엔수레테 포운다티온 오브 요 차로이스 세추레 베포레 빌린 모레 웨이 우폰 테무레스 웨살와이 텐 이룬네 사레 스위프트 부테 바우츠네아테 어히스페린 소운다레 와르댓 비모레 탄 유스트 럭스 테 할볼 마스터스
It's so hard to understand. Can you guys make out what she's saying? Because I can't. I believe Wallace, yeah, literally does sound like he's speaking a Danish. I believe Wallace is planning on making a dress for a noble woman who is looking to attend a grand tournament around in King's Landing. So wait, are all these voices actually Bannerlord voices, or are they not? Are these actually all Bannerlord voices, or are they... I assume they were this model, no?
이란 tournament 요사이 이테 세븐스라체 닷 엑플라인스테 오렌지 오헨테 롤즈 안라디에스 옵테 레알 마텔토 와츠맹노 이야.
Okay, she's basically saying the demand for the things are still skyrocketing in the city. Market's truth. Is it the King's Own tournament? Road to capital are being choked out. It seems to be the King's Own tournament. God, she's a yapper, isn't she? I can like pick out like every like fourth word. I'm like, oh yeah, there you go. No, it's the King's Own tournament with the recent declaration of a war with the Iron Islands. And yeah, recent declaration of war with the Iron Islands and the Ironborn raids. Yeah, with the recent declaration of war and the Ironborn raids, I think the king wants to give the people something they can enjoy. any news on the runner yet. So I'll provide a little bit more information. And now, I don't think the AI can host a tournament from this conversation, but it would be cool if they could. Nice. Oh, what?
He arombornare more. Tanyusta distraction. Asterin. Tail siles in te sunset. There have fritenet te turos.
Sorry, did she just mug me off?
Te voutsare nearly bare. You run their phone. Only a sinle chate of. Indio and a small year of ilum. Farles tan wallache hopet for.
Oh no.
Arket truthbe told. Te priche has used double. I am a woman of me word.
I am a woman of me word.
Apitletereis. Ohile mi membrini tu. Yo sold take. Teseto boats of finelinen. Ante rausilka have here. Antesetimes. A building te hand.
Shall we settle for what I have in stock before the Ironborn reaches?
Always settle for what I have in stock. Before te rombon rea.
Of course.
Ohisperin sound.
Yeah, it was indigo, right? Indigo and fine. Yeah, it'd be nice if you could like turn this voice off because I can't understand anything.
Ereteyare. Telast of te durosi blue. Ante setting souths. Arket truthbe told. Yo ure lucky I have a long memory for. Favors oeda te docs.
Okay.
Ontese world beonaship. To anni spot be down. Take temando. Asterin.
Tell him the reach still provides even when the sea bleeds, was it? The sea bleeds. Oh my goodness. What a woman. What a woman, eh? Now she's off to go and swindle somebody else. Okay, let's return to King's Landing, and then I think we maybe join the Lannisters as a mercenary. Has anything else happened as well? Oh, there's a big battle as well. Yeah, the Ironborn lost a massive battle, it would seem. It'd be interesting to see how that does play out. So where were we? We were here? Yeah, they've sieged the crag. So, the ruler statement, Stannis Baratheon. The Ironborn are a plague of crows picking at the wounds of a fractured realm. Balon Greyjoy speaks of an iron price to the boy who sits on my throne, but he shall find no such coin at Dragonstone. While the usurper in King's Landing trembles at the sight of black sails, I am sharpening the swords of justice. We do not negotiate with reavers, we hang them. Let the Kraken enjoy his brief harvest in the black water. The true king is coming to restore the laws, and there will be no gold for thieves, only the weight of the headman's axe. Stannis Baratheon, ladies and gentlemen, all talk, no bite. As I said, it would be nice to see if Stannis actually does anything, but as of right now, yeah, I mean, he has not sailed for Pike yet. And it seems like the crag did hold off. Yeah, the Westlands still hold it. So it must have been a big battle there, which we'll probably get a worldly report from. We also leveled up a little bit as well. Roguery went up. Tactics went up. Leadership went up. Charm went up. Same gender, I believe, is the optimal. Yeah, we literally have like no fighting stats at all, which is funny. What version of Realm of Thrones? The newest patron version is the one we have. House Baratheon refuses tribute to the Iron Islands, which we of course know. Yeah, and then we're heading along the King's Road back. The Iron Islands proposed peace of House Baratheon. Is this stuff happening or not? Hopefully there is no peace. I feel like because I'm on like a side quest right now, I haven't really been able to stir the pot anymore. Out of interest, has anyone been like executed or anything? Are they sieging Lordsport? Oh my god, they're actually going. We need to get involved in this. Has anyone died? Has anyone been executed in the Greyjoy family out of interest? I guess we haven't really met anybody. That is crazy cool. Let's go to Wallace and then we'll jump over and then hopefully get involved in the assault on Lordsport. Oh. Let's return to Wallace, do this, and then we'll go join the Lannisters as a mercenary and see what we can get done. I might just give myself some renown as well to help it out.
Away with you, vile beggar.
Away with you, vile beggar. Yeah, how's it going, Timothy? Welcome, welcome, welcome. What should I say, Raynar? How's it going? Thank you so much for 54 months. Insane. One of the longest standing members on the channel. Very much appreciated, Tim. Hope you're doing well. Hope the game hasn't crashed and is just loading. Give it time, hold.
It's been a while.
Yeah, Jaden, I'm playing the newest Patreon version of Realm of Thrones. Good evening, Wallace. I have returned from the Reach with what indigo and fine alums I could find. It seems the Greyjoy raids have reduced everyone's stores. I first met with lady who had some of the finest linen I had ever seen. I bought some to give to... I bought one for 200 gold stags to give to you for a tester. The dyes and fine alums I found in where did I find, was it? Oh my god, where did I find it? Where did I find the dyes? In Hightower, right? Hightower? Is that what it's called? Hightower? I don't know why my mind has just gone blank. Hightower. Yeah, Hightower. In Hightower from a Alyssa. She managed to get me this. Hands over indigo dyes and fine alums. However, had to source them through darker means, which meant the price was quite expensive. she also asked me to tell you that the Reach still provides even when the sea bleeds. Yeah, Jaden, it'll just be whatever version is on Nexus mods. I think it's for 1.2. So you'll have to revert back to 1.2.12 to play it. But also you can just go ask on the Discord. They'll be pretty good there.
By the 7, Finn, you have the luck of a sailor in a storm. To find indigo in these dark times, it is like finding a silk thread in a pile of hemp. This is fine work, truly. If the Reach still provides while the sea bleeds, then perhaps there is hope for us all yet. Darker means, you say, it is a grim pattern we are weaving when honest men must tread in shadows for a bit of dye. But you have kept your word, and I shall keep mine. Here is the remainder of our bargain. You have earned every coin and my gratitude besides. Tell me, did you see the Kraken sails on your return, or has the King's Road grown any quieter?
Yes, the Kraken still harasses the King's Road. However, I'm going to try and get it so I can get Stannis Baratheon to invade the Iron Islands. However, I saw a mass of ships flying the burning stag of Stannis Baratheon. It seems he means to sail on Pike and slay the Kraken in his lair. Let's see if we can get Stannis Baratheon to sail to Pike and besiege it. They are still at war as well.
The Burning Stag. Stannis Baratheon, by the 7, that is a fierce and frightening flame to cast upon the water. They say he has turned to a red god of shadows and fire. A strange, harsh thread to weave into the history of our realm. If his fleet truly sails for Pike, then the sea will indeed bleed. Part of me finds a grim relief. The Krakens must be driven back to their salt wives and stony isles if we are ever to have peace on the Blackwater again.
True that.
Yet when kings clash with such fury, it is the small folk and the merchants who find their lives unraveled. Thank you, Finn, you have done more than fetched eyes. You have brought a glimpse of the storm. Stay safe in the city. The threads of fate are pulling tight, and I fear the pattern.
God, stop talking about the threads of fate. You've reshuffled the deck. Oh my lord. Literally, I think I literally have to take a look at it again. Because it literally is how he's speaking. Text-to-speech makes it even worse as well. It's literally this.
I read your mind. I saw what you were planning, and then I trumped your hand by going all in. How did you?
You can read minds. I can think at super speed.
Your thoughts after I read them, you reshuffled the deck.
I guess the house doesn't always win.
Literally, that's fucking Wallace the Weaver. He's been watching too much, okay? Okay. Alright, shall we? Shall we? I mean, we actually do have some stuff to sell as well. Shall we? God, that linen's selling for a lot, to be fair. Yeah, that linen paid for itself. I think overarching. Like overarching, I mean, I would show you the full 4 minutes of it is exactly like that, but I don't want to get copyright struck, so you can just watch the 10-second short. Okay, we have stuff. Let's yeah. Okay, So I believe they are sieging here, right? Can we not teleport? Yeah, we can. Good, yeah. Yeah, so the Westerlands have invaded. That's so cool. So from all of this, they've literally invaded. I don't know if we can talk to them, though. No, we can't talk to them. That's annoying that we can't, but they have literally blockaded. I guess we could maybe go and try and find... Yeah, we can maybe try and find a lord and then jump over there to help out, maybe. Yeah, oh my... So this is... Are they strike hard zone again? Oh no, so loads of stuff has happened since we set off, so... Lots of stuff. Where was the last time? Yeah, this one. So, Balon Greyjoy, you dare speak of harvesting gold while 15 of your mighty lords rot in my dungeon because they recently won a battle. Your longships are splintered and your men fish feed. The Iron Throne does not pay for the privilege of existence. We dictate the terms of your survival. I reject your patient demands for tribute. If you want the iron price, come and take it. I look forward to seeing your head on a spike alongside your captains. So they refuse it. Then Balon replies, to the boy of the Iron Throne, you boast of dungeons while your shores bleed. If you wish to stop the harvest and see your lands at rest, we shall discuss terms. We propose a peace to end this pointless spilling of salt and wine. Return my captives and we shall leave your Crownlands to their rot. To Stannis, you speak of axe and law, yet you sit on a rock while we rule the waves. Your threats are as empty as your treasury. And that's funny because Dragonstone has lost so much prosperity from these raids that have been happening. They literally have lost so much. And then the Ironborn Reavers strike Hard's own again, it seems. So more raiding of the Crownlands. King Joffrey met. Oh my god, they met. Okay. So King Joffrey met with King Balon's demands with predictable venom, while Stannis Baratheon's cold dismissal of both usurpers has deepened the rift. So despite the Ironborn audacity, the technical reality is grim for Pike. Tywin Lannister has descended upon Lannisport with a crushing host, leaving the Ironborn reeling with nearly 3,000 casualties and many captains in chains. A desperate shift is felt as Balon Greyjoy moves from demanding tribute to proposing peace, seeing the noose tighten around Lannisport, though the air in King's Landing remains thick with the desire of a total vengeance. So all settlements in the Iron Islands now get a -2 prosperity, -20 food, and -1 food a day. Security is also down, and -30% income. The massive Lannister-led siege of Lannisport and naval blockade has crippled the Ironborn trade. So the Ironborn must have taken Lannisport, and then they had taken it back. Yeah. So let's now give ourselves some renown. And I think that's one thing as well I would like to see implemented into the mod, is I would love to see like the ability to gain renowned. Like when you do quests for people with AI, it'd be nice because it can give you gold and stuff. So I don't see why it can't give you like renowned. And it'd be cool if you do a quest for someone, they then give you some renowned. Like I think that'd be a really cool thing to implement into it. But yeah, so we want to add _renowned to clan, just like 100, just so we're clan rank 1 and we can be a mercenary. Because yeah, I feel like we've been playing for like 6-7 hours, doing quite a lot of stuff, but because we're like, you know, not doing the normal stuff, we're like obviously quite far behind. Same with like stats as well. Even though stats are quite easy to get up on fast mode.
I don't think I know.
My lord, well met. I come from Hard's own. Once bustling village in the Crownlands, now a wasteland. Now a wasteland. I look for revenge on the Greyjoys for bringing destruction, for bringing death to my people. Let my, if Milord would be so kind as to let me join this fight as a mercenary for the king and allow me to settle this debt, I would be forever in your service. Was it Boris Blount? Yeah, Boris Blount. Blunt can speak to my skill. He tasked me with scouting and other I performed quickly. Shows Baratheon cloak. This was given. So we'll show him the Baratheon cloak we got. This was given to me from the King's Guard. Okay, hopefully Leo will just let me be a mercenary, pay me some good coin, and we can jump over and join the battle. Let's see what Leo has to say after we offered our sword to him. Okay, that's not even English. Can I send it to English? Okay, no, there's a thing to match the language to my input language. Okay. Yeah, so okay, that should sort it from now on. Sorry, what did he even say? Thank you, my lord. I didn't even read what he said though, which was the problem. Yeah, I didn't even read what he said. Maybe we go back in the stream and we double check, because I do not want to annoy him, you know? I don't want to make him angry with me. The stream and we double check, because I do. What did he say in his weird language? Okay, what did he say? He said, truly speak with Kraken, that perhaps he shall talk. Okay. Thank you, my lord. Thank you, my lord. But could you not sign my papers for becoming a mercenary? Becoming a sword for your lord. I saw the Lannisters set sail. I saw your ships sail for the Iron Islands, and I would not want to miss the storming of Pike. Okay, his voice should hopefully change now. But we'll see. You think I should keep it like this? Alright, you heading out? I'll see you later, man. Thank you so much for the 54 months, dude. And hopefully have a good rest of your week. No, okay, his voice is just set like that. Yeah, his voice is an absolute mess. So Lord Leo is just Chinese now. I mean, again, it sounds kind of Mandarin-ish. It might not be exactly that, but yeah, Lord Leo Lefford is now Chinese. You gotta respect it. But yeah, nice. So we are now part of the Lannister forces. We need to sail across quickly so we can get to the Battle of Lordsport. Oh no, it wasn't Lannisport we were talking about, right? It was Lordsport, blockade of Lordsport, and everything else. Okay, well, let's get over here and get involved in the battle. So I'm just gonna teleport over, I think, to get over here and get stuck in with this. I can probably speak to whoever's in command as well. Oh, no, we're actually assaulting. Who is in command of this army? It must be is it you? Cersei's here as well, which is funny. They are attacking as well. Can I talk to these guys? No, I can't. Okay, cool. Well, good thing we arrived when we did, Ben. Well, let's jump in and fight the Battle of Lordsport before they march on Pike and take off the head of the Kraken. Yeah, if they march on Pike next, I think I could probably edit these two streams down into a video, which is cool. Okay, we need to make sure we get some kills in this battle as an arrow comes flying into my back, of course, because I need to impress these lords. I need to show them that I am worthy of it. I was the first man over the breach, and I will not be the last as the Lannister soldiers, Kingsguard, and a whole wealth of lords march their way forward. Yeah, I don't know if there's a few artillery pieces, but yeah, I'm going to try and make sure that I am the first man over the siege tower so I can tell the lords that it was me and hopefully earn some glory and some honor to make the Krakens pay. Hopefully the siege tower does not break away, but I have this big old axe I can start sliding down as well. And we'll try and remember how many people we kill, if we kill any, and go from there. But I mean, there's barely any of them left, right? We have 700 against 200 of their soldiers. But this is so cool. I can't wait for the Lord of the Rings mod to get updated to 1.3. I know it's going to be a while, but once that gets updated to 1.3, oh, imagine doing that with that, like playing as like, or having like AI conversations with orcs and stuff would be crazy cool. All right, we're almost at the walls. I said I would be, I mean, I didn't say to them I would be, but I will be the first person on the walls as long as the siege tower can make it. No, it cannot. And I died. And I died. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. I did not quite make it. That sucks. I was on it. I thought it'd make it. I don't know what other artillery piece killed. Oh, that one right there. Fair enough. Can the orcs be Chinese? I'm sure there are ways. I just have to tell the lords that I was the first man on the walls before being wounded. That will be my that will be what I tell them, because now I'm just playing as some rando. I say some rando, some other men in my party. But hopefully they respect my honor. Do they have some these enemy soldiers here? No, they are friendly. Already down. Okay. Oh, you're a nice little hedge knight now, though, with my sigil. Looking very cool. I love the hedge knights. They look really cool. I love obviously that they're all custom banners as well. Very nice. push our way back up. The Lannister forces are holding firm for now. I assume we'll have much better luck. Can I just push my way through or not? No. I was hoping I'd have better luck at the gate, I'm hoping. Kind of a bit stuck here. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're already through here. Okay, that's fine. We're massively through the gate, so... Are they're running? No, they're not running. They're dispatching elsewhere, yeah. Let's go help over at this breach then quickly. See what we can do. But yeah, guys, I am going to make this into a video, I think, from the past 2 streams. I'd really appreciate it if you could make sure you show that video some love, because I'd love to do more of this stuff. It'd be so cool, the stories we could create and stuff, but obviously it depends if people watch it, you know? So if you see it pop up, make sure you do it. Right, it seems like we're clearing the defenses here now as well. Yeah, opening up the other gatehouse. Pretty easy business. And yeah, the defense is all. Cersei is leading the soldiers herself by the looks of it. Good on Cersei for charging forward in the golden breastplate. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Alright, love to see it. They return to the keep, but obviously I'm wounded, so I won't be able to take part in it. But yeah, it gives us more reason as well to actually stick around. Like, once the keep is taken, it gives us some, like, a reason to actually stick in the keep to talk to lords and stuff. But I'll send my men. Lord Titus Brax. And he now knows me as well, which is good. Do that one. Yeah, so let's go to the keep and oh, Boris Blouth is here. So Boris Blouth, we'll definitely speak to Sir Boris then. We're looking for Titus. Yeah, Titus Brax. Finn. Hello, my milord. Sorry, I keep on putting my lord. I mean milord. Hello, milord. I wanted to make myself known. If my deeds in the Battle of Lordsport did not. My name is Finn from Hard's Own, and I have come to reap my reap what is owed to me from the Greyjoys. I was the first soldier onto the walls of Lordsport, and I hope to be the first onto the walls of Pike when we march on it and burn it to the ground. Okay, let's hope the Lord Titus Brax is not Chinese. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it would just be easier if, you know, he spoke English instead of Mandarin. Why is everybody Chinese? How do I change it? This doesn't sound Mandarin either. This is like... No, maybe. Actually, this does sound maybe a bit more. Is there any way I can adjust this? Okay, so what he actually says is, first on the walls you say, a daring claim. Many men say such thing when the blood has dried and the loot is being tallied, but few have the scars to prove it. If you truly are from Hardzone, then you have seen what these salt-stinking krakens do to our shores. I have little use for poets, but a man who can find his way up a ladder while stones and arrows rain down, that is a man worth his weight in silver. Pike will not fall as easily as his port fin. When we sail for the Great Keep, I shall remember your face, see that your blade stays sharp. The Iron Throne has no coin for deeds. No coin for the deed. And I ask, I mean, I could change it. Again, I just don't want to kill my battery if we're obviously this is my voice recognition right here. Because, like, it gets quite expensive. Like, 6 joules is pretty bad. Let's go to OpenAI and see. And see what that does. If that makes any difference. If not, we'll switch back. No coin. Just the chance to be the first on the walls of Pike alongside you mighty knights of the realm. Boris Blouts. What's he called again? We keep on using Boris. Hopefully Boris isn't going to be too annoyed about me. Boris Blunt has seen firsthand my skills and the devastation they have brought to Hards, to my homeland. Give me this chance and I will prove my worth. Okay, let's see. If that says you can find him, perhaps there is more to you than just a loud tongue. He is not a man easily impressed.
If Blount says you can fight, perhaps there is more to you than just a loud tongue. He is not a man easily impressed by anything other than his own reflection. 7 preserve us. I have seen enough heroes die in the first breach to fill the narrow sea. But if it is the walls of Pike you crave, you shall have them. The Ironborn will not yield their seat cheaply. They will fight like cornered rats, and I expect my men to be the cats. Stay close to the vanguard when the order to march is given. If you survive the first ladder, we shall see what worth truly means. By the lion's mane, I hope for your sake you fight better than you speak.
Rude? True, but rude. Oh. Then I shall meet you and your army at the walls of Pike. Thank you, my lord, for this chance. I will not let you down. My only ask is that if I survive the onslaught, you do me the honor of knighting me so that I can continue to protect the weak. What are you talking about, Blake? I'm confused. Yeah, basically Game of Thrones, the Realm of Thrones is like the only mod that is available for 1.3. There's a few others, but they're obviously all Patreon or work in progress and stuff. Did he reply or not? I didn't see if it popped up. I was looking at chat. I assume he did.
Knighting? You speak of spurs and protecting the weak before you've even tasted the salt spray of Pike's Bay. Thousands have died for less than a title, Finn. I care little for your desire to be a savior of small folk, but I do care for men who do not break when the boiling oil pours. Survive the great keep, stand amidst the ruin of the Greyjoy's pride, and perhaps I shall see fit to touch your shoulder with steel, instead of burying it in your chest. For now, keep your dreams in your coin purse, and your hand on your hilt. We march when the lords decide, not when your ambition dictates.
Then I shall be ready, my lords. Then I shall be ready, my lords. When the time comes, I will be the first onto the walls of Pike. Have my word and my honor. Vows to leave. Yo, you heading off now, Hazana? I'll see you later, man.
Honor is a heavy burden for a man with no boots, Finn. See that your word doesn't weigh you down when the ladders start to slip. Go then, find your place among the steel and the mud. When the horns sound for Pike, I shall be watching the vanguard. If I do not see you at the top of the ramparts, I will know you for a liar, and I have a very short patience for liars.
Oh no, okay, I'm the last person. Oh, what the hell's happening over here? This is the type of party I could get involved in, eh? Seems like a little bit of fun right here. Oh la la! Anyway, where is Cerberus? He'll be here somewhere. There's Kevin Lannister. Cerberus is probably up there. To be fair, we can probably leave him and rejoin. Yo, how's it going? First time here. Do you stream this series or also release it? So what I think I'm gonna do, now that we have an actual, like, as long as we can destroy, as long as we kill Pike, I'm probably gonna make a video of like how I started the Greyjoy Rebellion in Realm of Thrones or something. I'll probably make like a video and like edit these two parts together, but generally I try to keep the streams and videos separate, just because you know, people don't want to watch the same thing twice, right? Whereas, but if I edit these together, it should make it a little bit better. So where's Cerberus? Let's talk to him, because he's our OG. He's our OG.
It's been a while.
Cerberus. It has been a while since we last talked. I have become a soldier since then, and I'm ready to prove myself. Oh man, well, who was it? It was Lord Brax, right? Lord Brax has offered to knight me if I am the first on the walls of King's Landing. No, not King's Landing, sorry, of first of the walls of Pike. shall see it done. I shall see it done. I shall see it done. Only for the Knighthood, but also the people of what was the place? It was I can't remember what was the village called, which was Hard's Own. Hard's Own. I shall settle the debt the grey joys owe us. Would you know, my lord, when the army marches for? I want to basically make sure they're going to Pike next. Let's see what Sir Boris has to say on the matter.
You've traded your rags for steel, I see. A mercenary's life suits those with a hunger for vengeance. Lord Brax is generous with his promises, but Pike is not a defenseless village like Hard's Own. Its walls are thick, and the drowned god's sons fight best when cornered. As for the march, look around you, sir. The lion and the stag have already tasted salt here in Lordsport. We catch our breath while the engineers prepare the engines. When the lords decide the wind is right, we move on Pike. Don't be in such a hurry to find your grave. The iron price is paid in more than just words.
And I shall see. Yeah, how's it going, Bradley? Welcome, welcome, welcome. That it is my milord, sorry. Milord! That it is, milord! As a survivor of Hard's Own, I know that too well. Then I hope to see you alongside me on the walls of Pike. Oh yeah, it's crazy, Bradley. We've literally started a Greyjoy rebellion. Like, I'm gonna put it all together in a video, but basically, we started off by helping out a merchant, and we were saying that there were, like, Kraken sails in the port, that then escalated to, like, Stannis and Joffrey declaring war on them. There's been massive battles, there's been back and forth. It's been a whole saga, it really has. It really, really has.
Long memory, mercenary. That serves a man well, provided it doesn't lead him to a foolish end. If you find yourself on the walls of Pike, look for the stag and the lion. That is where the true storm will be. As for being alongside me, the King's Guard stands where the King commands, and usually that's not in the first wave of a ladder climb. But if the breach is made and the hall needs clearing, perhaps we'll see if your steel is as sharp as your tongue. For now, find some bread if there's any left in this god's forsaken port.
Nods. Then I will beg my leave and see you at Pike.
Go then, mercenary. Sharpen your steel and find what rest you can in this damp ruin. The walls of Pike won't fall to prayers or pretty words. They'll fall to blood and iron. If you truly mean to be the first over the ramparts, make sure your footing is sure and your shield is high. I've no desire to see your head on a pike before the day is won. We shall see if the drowned god favors you more than he did the wretches we pulled from these docks.
Okay, well, let's get ourselves some new armor and hope that they'll march on to Pike. Because that'd be a perfect end to this this saga, to be honest. So let's see if we can buy ourselves some new armor as well. Nice, the silk and salt are all selling well. Can we get ourselves some better equipment? The light padded is not worth it. This is 9k, which we definitely do not have enough for. That is better, but it's still way too expensive for us, so... better weapon, maybe? Or a better shield probably is not a bad idea. Yeah, there's some good large round shields that'll keep us alive a little bit. We also could pick up a bow. Maybe just some javelins would do a good job. We don't need the spear for where we're going. Sell, and we just take some javelins, maybe. Okay, the army is marching. Riverlands have just declared war on us as well. And they're sieging it. What more can a man want? What more can a man want? So have any world events happened? No. So basically the blockade has stopped all the resources. That's insane, by the way. All Iron Island settlements now receive a minus 30% income, plus prosperity, plus minus food, because of the blockade is mental. That stuff is what makes the mod really as cool as it is. The fact that it connects up with everything is just super dope. But yeah, let's make our way over. Of course, I will join Lord Brax's army. And yeah, the siege will begin. Garen Westling wants to talk to me. Let's see what he says. Hello, my lord. That's the last thing that he said.
You fought well enough at Lordsport, mercenary. The Drowned God's sons didn't expect such a sharp bite from the King's hounds, it seems.
Yes.
But look up there. Pike is a different beast entirely. It's one thing to storm a harbor, another to bleed for these rocks. Tell me, is your company ready for the long wait? Or do you only sharpen your steel when the gold is already in sight? You fought well enough at Lordsport.
He's already had that, mate. I have come not only for gold, but to pay a debt owed to me from Hard's own.
It's one thing to storm a harbor, another to bleed for these rocks. Tell me, is your company ready for the long wait, or do you only sharpen your steel when the gold is already in sight?
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to make more of a name for myself, so that's why I'm talking to them. But yeah, as you say, you can just ignore them as well. Yeah, it comes a debt owed to me from a hard zone. The Grey Joys killed many of my kin there, and they will pay. So look to the walls when the ladders go up, as I will be there. Yeah, we will get revenge for Hard Zone, boys. We will.
Seven save us. The fires at Hard Zone were seen as far as the capital. To lose kin to these salt-stained butchers, that is a debt written in blood, not gold. I misjudged you, mercenary. A man seeking vengeance has a sharper edge than one merely seeking a purse. By the crag stones, when the horns sound and the ladders bite into those walls, I hope your axe finds the mark. Pike will bleed for what they've taken. Stay close. The Kraken's beak is sharpest when cornered.
Amen. All right, cool. Then let's prepare ourselves to cut the Kraken's head off. As long as they don't obviously fuster any member. We have 3,000 soldiers ready to siege. I'm also as well just going to heal myself as well. Like, we're a bit wounded, but like this is obviously like the ultimate part of the story. So we are going to cheat heal ourselves as well a little bit. Any level ups as well would be good. Our charm is going up really nicely as well, which can't complain about. Probably should stick some points in like combat. We have no points in combat whatsoever. And here we go. The siege is ready. It is time to besiege the walls of Pike and punish them once and for all. Okay, here we are. And to make sure we don't get hit by like artillery is like rule 101. Shield up as well. I want to basically try and get to the walls as quickly as possible with the rest of the boys. I did give my word that I would be one of the first men to make it onto the walls, so I have to stay true to that as the artillery rains down. We have one siege tower here, so we make our way to this battlement. We have another siege tower. Doesn't quite look like it. Okay. Do we have ladders? We must have ladders, maybe. Okay, let's make our way around here. The artillery is continuing to come in. Luckily, we have a pretty large-scale shield now as well. I think we'll poster up here until the equipment is up and we're ready to push up. But until then, we will wait. Unfortunately, I don't think that siege tower is going to make it, unfortunately. Yeah, that siege tower is not going to make it. However, I think we do have ladders. Let's see if we can obviously get closer here. Yeah, we do actually have some ladders. Let's get back here. I don't want to die. So let's just keep ourselves safe until the boys come up. We're already pretty wounded. Maybe get some javelins raring to go. Yeah, that guy's firing in. Come on, let's I guess I'll come and join this then. I'll join the battering ram crew. Oh my god, we are losing hundreds. The artillery is so broken, but we have literally like 3,000 soldiers, so let's get this gate down. Through the burning. We'll be Jaime Lannister and the rest of the boys. Through the breach we go. Smash it down, boys. One more. Boom. Let's go through. Let's get this axe out we are designed to slam this down. Bring it down. Bring it down. Obviously avoid those guys as well. Maybe help out with a few javelin tosses. Missed that one. Anybody with rocks is who we want to make sure we kill. We do not want these guys throwing rocks down, because they will do a lot of damage. We're already through the gate. Nice. Push. We'll use our javelins as best as we can to soften up these archers. But let's go through. We said we would be one of the first through. Oh, there's some really good soldiers here as well. We just need the manpower to breach through. The axe is slamming down as best as it can. I mean, we did say we'd be one of the first. And we are one of the last. We're already down. I mean, again, our armor and stuff is not good enough. But, hey, we'll keep on fighting on. We are still playing as a member of our party as we've broken up here quite nicely. Let's pull out our swords. Hopefully, I will still gain some honor for being the first up. Suicide mission if I've ever seen one. Without our bow now. Yeah, we'll try and take out maybe some of these archers. Oh, they're trained in on me. Oh, that's a friendly fire. We ignore that. See what we can do here. If some soldiers pushing in, so many archers as well flying in. I mean, we are not doing a great job, but we obviously do have the numbers. Are there any good weapons here? Man, like a decent weapon. This weapon does no damage. What about for this, maybe? Give me the better weapon. Need like a two-handed sword or something. There we go. Come on. The Greyjoy armor is insane. We are losing so many soldiers here. Give me like a... I need like a two-handed weapon or something. Can this be two-handed? It can't be two-handed. Okay, reinforcements have arrived, but I mean, we are also up here as well. We got Kingsguard. Boris is nowhere to be seen. Definitely do not let them silence us here. This weapon, okay, this weapon's actually quite good now. So reinforcements move in. Even if I fell at the gate quite quickly, my men shall prove themselves to me this day. So maybe make our way over here, see if we can deal with some of these archers. Okay, now we're actually playing someone with a decent weapon. I should be in a much better spot here to make a name for my party if I can't make a name for myself. God, the Greyjoy armor is so good. But yeah, now we're starting to rack up some kills. Block that. Yeah, I love the new Greyjoy militia armor as well. But it is a massive update. I think it wasn't... I don't actually think it was the last update, but the update before last. And they actually made it so that the militia armors are way better now. And you can see them being a lot better now as well. I hope we're faring better at the gate. I mean, we can take a quick look at it. I mean, yeah, we are slowly pushing our way through, bit by bit, but it is taking some time. We also have some throwing axes as well. Throw some axes in here. Get some damage in. Slice this guy's head off. Nice. Rest of the boys get stuck in. Another wave comes in. They're down to 200 men now. We, of course, have plenty of reinforcements, even though we have lost close to 800 brave warriors so far, which is not good. We can look to maybe, yeah, we're really starting to filter in a lot of soldiers, but so are they. It is a brutal fight on the walls of Pike. Cannot let them, obviously, clear off this either. I need to make sure I protect these positions, because that is where we're filtering in basically all of our men as the battle just continues on, as the axes slice and yeah, the Greyjoys defend their homeland, defend King Balon, everything they have. Unfortunately though, I do not think it will be enough. Alright, that soldier has gone down. We are now playing as a hedge knight. I'm happy that I'm playing as a hedge knight because this guy's armors and weapons are really good. So let's make our way in. We will make a name for ourselves here. There's so many of them. Okay, we took a bunch of hits there. Let's pull back a little bit. Look at the amount of arrows in his shield as well. There you go. Block that. Yeah, there's a few too many of them. Oh, the boys are breaking down here as well. Yeah, we're completely wrapping up the defense here as they continue on their defenses. So push our way in. Unfortunately, not going to be able to do too much there. The gate is now open, though. Yeah, the gate is completely broken. They are putting up a decent fight here as we push our way out. But it is still not going to be enough, I don't think. And yeah, only 150 men left now on their position. This left-hand side is hasn't been completely taken yet. Well, let's make our way over here, see if we can deal with some of these archers. Yeah, deal with these archers would not be bad, because obviously as reinforcements filter in, we'll then be dealing with a bunch of arrow fire coming in, and we obviously want to avoid that as much as possible. Okay, you got one strike off me, a lucky strike, I would say. Unfortunately, there is no artillery left here. Oh, we can't. That's all of us now. Yo, how's it going, Koi? Welcome, my man. How you doing? Why don't we find the Nords? Oh, the Nords are always in here. I really enjoyed your most recent video. I don't know, I caught one of your more recent videos and I had a blast watching it. Have you tried the AI mods yet, Koi? It is mental. I've basically created a I've basically created a Greyjoy rebellion. Let me run you through how it started. So we started the campaign and we talked to a merchant who said that there was some really rare dyes he needed me to get. I then said that the dyes will be expensive to get because of the Kraken, also because of the pirates raiding around the Bay of Blackwater, stopping merchant ships from entering and stuff. So basically to get him to give me more money. He then did that. I then went over to talk to a lady in Hull who I had to bargain transport with because I didn't own a boat at the time. So then we did that. Then because I said that stuff to him, rumors started happening that there were pirates, basically what I said, there were pirates around Blackwater causing mischief. That then applied a debuff to Dragonstone. Long story short, we then moved our way over to me not being able to find the goods because it's like AI and there aren't actually any goods. You're kind of role-playing with yourself. You can get the AI to give you items and stuff, but I couldn't get this one fucking woman called Betty to give me the items. She refused. So that then led to me having to go back to the person I was originally talking to and saying, well, they don't have them, the woman has gone missing. And I think he said that she was probably taken by pirates. I then cleared a hideout, returned to him, told him I found a note talking about Kraken sales from the pirates and stuff. That then escalated through some other events as well to Stannis declaring war on the Greyjoys. The Greyjoys then started continuing, but like the AI ran with that story of them raiding everything around then. Then King Joffrey was like, what are you doing? I then went to one of the King's Guard and told him that they were raiding a certain settlement, a hard zone, and I'd just come from there to try and earn his respect. Did some missions for him. They then saw that Hardhome being besieged was like obviously a really bad issue and stuff. And then they ended up declaring war on Sir Balon, and I'm basically here, and the whole conversation has led us here to basically get revenge for Hardowns, which is where my character was from and stuff. And I'm hopefully going to get a knighthood after being the first man on the walls of Pike. It's mental. Everything I said wasn't like, didn't do it justice either, but you could definitely make some crazy videos with this. It's basically like kind of like role playing with yourself, but the game does also take notice. There's some stuff where like if you understand what the AI model can do, then you can create a crazy story. I feel like we've done a pretty mental story. We basically created a Greyjoy rebellion, which I think is pretty mental. Also, why are these guys not charging? Just FYI. There we go. Right, now they're charging. Yeah, we're using the Patreon build, which is updated to the latest version. But yeah, I think the next thing I want to try is trying to convince Robb Stark and the Riverlands that the phrase will betray them. And then, because the AI can also kick factions out due to the events and stuff that happens. So I think my next idea is to try and convince them that the twins are going to betray them, and then they'll kick them out and kill them, and then there'll be no Red Wedding. Yeah, it's a crazy, crazy mod, man. Is that it? 2 left. Where are the last 2? Finish them, boys. So, but you do also kind of need to take notes as well, like, about what's going on. You done it? No, are they chasing down? Like, who is the last man they're chasing down? That poor man. There you go. I got a kill before the end. One more thing. I am in your debt. Yeah, nice, cool. Well, there we go. The walls of Pike have been taken. I'm not sure if there's any more events. No, but there's no more events that have happened since the entire besieging of the island of it. Now let's go and to the keep, and maybe we should talk to Sir Boris first. Yeah, let's talk to Sir Boris first.
It's been a while.
Sir Boris, I am glad you survived the siege. I must admit, even though I was first on the walls of Pike, I did not remain there for long. I was wounded by arrow fire and saved by my men before retreating off the walls and back to the medic tent. I did manage to slay a handful of Greyjoy soldiers before I left. So, how did you fare in the battle? I'm hoping if I talk to Boris first, he'll vouch for me to Sir Lord Brax to then knight me.
So, the hero returns with a hole in his hide. I told you those walls wouldn't fall to prayers, mercenary. Taking an arrow is a poor way to claim a knighthood, but I suppose Lord Brax might still find use for a man who can bleed for him. As for me, I fared as a Kingsguard should, unbroken and standing where the stag commands. We've taken their seat, and Alanis Harlaw sits in a cell below us. But don't think the salt wretches are finished. This castle is cold, the food is gone, and the wind still smells of kraken. Enjoy your scars. They're the only gold you're likely to keep from this rock for now.
Well, that's that. Well, let's go find Lord Brax then. God, where is he? It's better easy just to go out and then in again. Let's see if Lord Brax will give us a knighthood. It was, yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah, I mean, I hopefully I can convince him. My lord, I am glad to find you in these halls. Holding a wound. I must say, your siege of this rock was... I'm gonna try and flatter him. Your siege of this rock was perfect. And many of my men gave their lives to allow me the honor of first on the wall. Though I shall not lie to you. Though I was first, I only managed to kill 10 Greyjoy soldiers before being wounded by arrow fire and saved by my men who... Okay, let's see. Let's see if he'll be kind enough. Give me the knighthood, please, Sir Titus Brax.
So, the hero of Hard Zone still draws breath. 10 men, a specific number. Most men in the heat of a breach can't count past their own fingers, but if you stood where the arrows fell thickest, the wound speaks louder than your tongue. Pike has fallen, and the Kraken's nest is ours. You kept your word to be on the wall, it seems. Do not expect me to weep for your fallen men, Finn. They died doing what they were paid for, but you survived. That makes you more useful than a corpse. Seek the maester before the rot sets in. A one-armed soldier is half the value and twice the burden.
Yeah, there is actually, Blake, there is actually a text to keyboard thing you can do. Yeah, the voice recognition stuff. So you can talk into it as well, I believe. I'm not sure if this mod is set up with it, but Player 2 does give you the option. So I think you can. I'm just not 100% sure. I will do so, my... I was wondering if we could touch on our previous conversation. I look, become a knight of these realms. These realms. I like to become a knight of these realms to continue to serve our king. Is what I did enough. But first on the walls and surviving. It's first on the walls and living to speak about it. Enough for you to honor our previous bargain. Okay, let's see. We've asked him if what I did was enough.
You have a memory as sharp as your blade, it seems. Many would have forgotten such bargains once the arrows started flying. You scaled the wall. You bled. You stand here while the Greyjoys rot. That is more than most of the rabble can claim. But knighthood is not just about surviving a breach, Finn. It is about what comes after the blood is washed away. I do not grant spurs to men who simply refuse to die. If you wish to be more than a lucky sellsword, you will continue to serve. When the maester has patched that arm, return to me. We shall see if your honor is as durable as your hide. For now, you have my notice.
Okay, I mean, not quite then. Not quite. Then I will beg my leave. My lord! I beg my leave. And shall return to you when I am healed. Okay, we'll offer to return in the hopes that maybe he'll knight me. We'll see.
See that you do. The maesters here have more experience with salt fever than arrow wounds, so keep your wits about you. I have no use for a knight who conquers a castle only to be defeated by a dirty bandage.
True that,
Go,
true that.
Find your rest. The Iron Islands are a cold place to die, and I have more work for those who can still hold a shield. We shall speak again when you can stand without leaning on your men.
Well, unfortunately, no knighthood, but the honor of hard owns has been done. Finn has yet to secure his knighthood, but Pike and Lordsport have been conquered. I'm interested to see if any more world events happen. Because surely there will. Because the armies are marching again to conquer. But still no world events. Yeah. Some assault there. And I imagine they will just probably make their way over to Saltcliffe. But we have been given orders to heal, so heal we will. I'll probably wait around a little bit to see. Yeah, there you go. So the ruler statement, oh my god, Robb Stark is now getting involved, is he? The South bleeds while its king haggles over the price of salt and splinter. Balon Greyjoy calls his raids a harvest, yet he finds only iron and chain at Lordsport. Joffrey Baratheon boasts of dungeons while his own people fear the horizon. Let the lions and the kraken tear at one another until the sea turns red. The North has no interest in your tribute or your hollow crowns. We are people of winter, and while you waste your strength on pride, we grow stronger. My bannermen are ready, my halls are full, and we remember who the true enemy of the realms are. Stay clear of our borders, or learn what the iron price truly means when paid by the Starks. Go slay some ops. Yeah, I think we might have to. No, loads of stuff shows up in the world events when I like. So you basically like set the wings in motion. You kind of basically make rumors and stuff, but like it's up to the lords to actually progress on it and stuff, you know? Like just because you say something doesn't mean it will happen, and vice versa. You know, like Robb Stark had nothing to do with any of this, and he's like brought in his plan of action. Are the North also at war with anybody out of interest? I assume not. No, they're just at war with the others who are amassing beyond the wall. Yeah, I mean, the Eye of Pike has fallen. Alright, guys, I think that is where I'm going to wrap up today's stream again. Because I think that's a perfect place to end it for the video. We took Pike and everything else. So yeah, what I might do tomorrow then is I might spend all of tomorrow editing together the first and this stream into like a cohesive episode. And yeah, that'll probably be Friday's video. And then we'll be back live again on Thursday, probably continuing on the story of Sir Fintooth. And, well, not Sir, yeah, hopefully Fintooth. And I'm hoping we will get ourselves that knighthood to close the chapter on Finn. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching today. It was a blast. That was a really, really fun stream. So yeah, again, we're back live again with more of this on Thursday, 1 p.m. BST, GMT, whatever the UK time is. So this time, basically, 3 hours ago. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching today. I really appreciate it. Hopefully you guys have a good rest of your day. I'll see you in the next one. And yeah, as I said, look out for this video. I'd really appreciate if you guys do see the video up live on Friday. If you could drop a like and a comment, because it will take me a bit of time to make everything sorted. Do you try it on another campaign? Just make up that the North is marching. Yeah, I mean, again, this mod is another great mod to actually make the North go south as well, because you can ask people to go and take land, and they will. You can be like, oh, there's a weakness at Harrenhal, and if you have like, you can convince the AI to do it, the AI will do it, which is pretty cool. But yeah, like we did with Pike and Lordsport, you know. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next one. And yeah, fish out. Everyone have a good rest of your day.